Hello. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. So for those who have been following my eviction story, yes, I'm getting evicted. My court date was November 15th. So stay tuned for the update because I definitely have an update video. So it seems like I'm not the only one out here who with this whole rent situation. Let's hear other people. Let's hear them.
I would rather be in the woods than having to pay rent every single month for the rest of my life and not actually get to live. I would rather be out here in nature where it's free, where I can do what I want. God, he put us into this world. We didn't ask to be here. If we didn't ask to be here, why should we have to pay? Explain it to me so I can better understand it. But I've been stuck.
It's because we live in Satan's system. I know y'all not trying to hear this, and a lot of people are not going to understand. But a lot of the elites and the people who really run America, dead ass, worship Satan. This is not a joke. Like, please look into this. Like, I don't want to go too deep into that. So, make a long story short, we live in a satanic system. Satan wants you depressed. Satan wants you stressed. Don't you understand? See, my man is out here right now, living good. In the woods. Look at him. I want to rewind it. Look how good he living. Look.
What? God, he put us into this world. We didn't ask to be here.
I want to live just like that. He's living for free. Remember, this shit is all an illusion. Money, these little pieces of paper, they're fake. What is money? Nothing. It's just an illusion. So people work, right? Just to have a roof over their heads, right? But don't get to actually live an actual life. Mind you, that's what you were intended to be here. You were born to live a life. But instead, we have to be slaves. I'm breaking free out of slavery, and that's what this channel is all about. I should rename this channel Breaking Out of Slavery. Hashtag my ancestors will be proud. Because at the end of the day, I'm done paying rent. I'm done with this rent bullshit. We talked about my expenses and everything like that. So pretty much my whole paycheck just goes to rent, a little bit of food, and I can't get a car. It's not enough money. I can't get in car insurance. It's not enough money. So bus fees. I don't want to take the fucking bus. I hate taking a bus. Dead serious. I'm not even kidding. So ladies and gentlemen, we all must break free from this system. And this whole channel is going to be dedicated to how I break free from Satan's grasp and how I get closer to God, meaning how I go from being a slave to how I go for living for free. Like, I'm going to try to grow some food and everything because I'm done paying for shit. I want to go back to the way God designed it.
So we have to pay? Explain it to me so I can better understand it. But I've been stuck in this matrix for too long. As soon as I was able to work, I've been working. I don't think any job can get me rich. I don't even want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable.
Why did y'all choose to live like that? It gets tiring, bro, going to work every single day and giving your whole day to somebody else. You ain't got no time to do nothing you want to do. Tired of paying bills, bro.
The matrix sucks. It's gonna be something that we not want to live off, want to be inspired by these celebrities. They're very shit. They're in our offering.
Exactly. The
Not these niggas are spiritually dead. You don't want to realize that. A lot of niggas realize that celebrities.
That's a fact. It's best to live off the grid, bro. Focus on yourself. It's hard to focus on yourself.
You worry about bills.
Worry about bills every day. How you gonna pay this? How you gonna pay that?
Worried about being seen. Have a nice car with every pair of shoes that come out.
It's a fact. Y'all listen to the goddess, man. Y'all listen to the goddess. She not lying. That stuff get old after a while. Get tired. Get boring.
Females out here with you.
And more women will like her. You already in the better place. Yep. You already know, man. Said, what about the winter? What about winter? There ain't gonna no such thing as winter. Don't get cold out here, bro.
Oh, where they at, it doesn't get cold.
Still gonna be eating fruit. Still gonna be eating vegetables. Still gonna be outside in the sun. If it get too cold here, we're just gonna go further down south. That's the beauty of van life. You can get up and leave whenever you want to. Just keep going down south. That's really all it comes down to. That's the beauty of being able to pick up and leave whenever you want to without having to worry about paying a bill or breaking your leave.
So I have decided that I am no longer willing to participate in society.
Me either, girl.
And I don't know what that means for me. All I know is...
So right now, I don't know what that means for me either. So I'm not like 100% sure. I do have some options though, right? So I was thinking, okay, boom, I could probably live in a storage unit, right? That was one option because I have a storage unit. Now, I don't have a storage unit, but there's a storage unit facility, like literally walking distance from my job. So I was like, boom, I could wake up and go literally straight to work right there because there's literally a Planet Fitness right up the road. So I could do my little Planet Fitness, get my little shower on and everything like that, and just like boom. Because like the storage unit prices are definitely less than $200 a month. So it's like that is a drastic difference from what I'm paying now. So I was like, okay, that could be an option. And I was like, okay, another option is I could get a car, but then like live in the car. But then I was like, what about the winter? Because at least the storage unit it's like heated in the inside, like it's temperature controlled. But yeah, you know, those are my options. Then listen, I got this video coming up. I'm about to make it soon because this guy, he was living in a tree. So we going to listen, maybe you'll find me living in a tree for real, for real.
I'm exhausted, and it's more than just normal exhaustion.
If I had to do this all over again, I would still gonna choose to be homeless. I got the freedom to be anywhere I want, when I want. I live for free. I still got all the necessities of life. A shower, a toilet, food, a stove, fridge. I can spend my money on whatever I want. Wake up with the freedom of knowing that my money is going to what I want it to, not what it has to be going to. A lot of people don't realize that they stress in life because they make things more complicated than they are. When you learn to look at things for what they are instead of what you want them to be, you learn how to navigate. I picked my main things that made me happy and what I needed, and that's where I'm at. Happiness.
So this is the 6th day that I have been without a place to live, kind of. A few days ago, I got accepted to the Catholic Charities Renewing Hope program, which everybody's been real nice, and it's actually been beneficial. You get a place to stay for like 60 days, 90 days, while you look for employment and kind of put your life back together. Like I never really thought I would have to do all this, but everything is so expensive, and I spent all my money during COVID that I kind of ran out of options, and there was no way that I could really save money paying rent and paying for everything myself. So I decided to not pay rent and basically, be homeless for kind of the next few months so I could get my life back together and save up money and move on. I'll probably be able to save, all the money that I make without having, rent and food and like utility expenditures or your cell phone bills and stuff like that. So honestly, like, it's kind of real sad that in today's America that like the only way to get ahead is to be homeless.
That is really crazy. Like, seriously, when you think about it, the only way to get ahead, like when you're lower class already, is to go homeless real quick. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm not going to spend, a year, 2 years paying rent and paying all my bills and working just to save $2,000, $3,000. I'd rather save, 10 grand in, a couple months, not having a place to live, and then just pick my life up from there and go about it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And it is what it is.
I make almost twice the federal minimum wage, and I am still thousands of dollars below the poverty line. I am homeless. I live in my car. I cannot afford to rent an apartment. I can hardly afford to live in my car. Food is expensive, and it's tough times,
And that's another thing I wanted to talk about with the whole food is expensive thing. Let's shift our mindset from we don't have to buy all of our groceries from the supermarket, ladies and gentlemen, right? Let's all work together as a community the way God intended. You grow the potatoes, right? Maybe your sister grows the kale because kale grows super fast. And then maybe your other sister or maybe your cousin, maybe your mom, maybe your best friend, one of your girlfriends, she grows the carrots, okay? And then when it's time to harvest, you have an overabundance of produce. So that way that completely cheapens your supermarket bill and your food bill. Because remember, God intended food to be free.
I work 40 hours a week. I am not in an entry-level position. I am in a skilled position. I make twice the federal minimum wage. And I am poor. And if that isn't the most late-stage capitalism thing, if you want to buy me a meal, my Venmo's in my bio. I just got denied an apartment rental application because my rent to income ratio was too low. But how does that make sense when every job in this town pays around what I make and every apartment is around as expensive as that one? Like, what's a guy supposed to do? Am I fucked? Am I actually soft locked? I can't make more money. There are no cheaper apartments. That is the ratio. The ratio is set. If that's a deal breaker, I'm gonna be living in my car indefinitely. So that's been my day.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of Americans, it's not just me, we're all unable to pay rent with the amount of money that we make. So at the end of the day, as I said, this whole channel is going to be how I escape the matrix. How I, and also other people, because I have a plethora of the videos. I have a video of how a guy, he brought an 18-wheeler truck and literally turned it into like a mini mansion for real. And after he did his upfront money, he never has to see a rent bill again. Then I have another video of how a guy lives in Manhattan, New York City for only $300 per month. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me. $300. Yes, 300 American dollars to live in New York City. So there's definitely ways. We got to start thinking outside the box. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all have the best day and take care. Bye.